Hey guys, JD here, and I want to share a story with you. When I first started studying music at college, I wasn't very good at socializing with people. I was quiet, shy, and overall not great at starting conversations. On my second day at college, I met a fellow student who I started talking to. On our lunch break, me, him, and another student went to a practice room, and he played the piano and sang some songs by Biscuit, Jack's Films, and Ninja Sex Party. Ever since then, I've been a massive fan of NSP. I've heard every main song by NSP and a few covers from their Under the Covers album, and I felt like it would be fitting for me to make a video about one of my favourite bands. But first, some rules. Number 1. Any song from their discography is eligible for this list, except their covers. That would be for another list. Number 2. The songs will be ranked based solely on the song. Music videos will not be included in my overall judgment. And number 3. This is my list. But I would love to see what some of your favourite songs by NSP are as well. So, let's get started. Number 10. Butt Sex Goldilocks. I want to start off with a strange entry as this is my favourite short NSP song. Especially on their earlier albums, NSP liked to have little songs, timing in at less than a minute in length, with ideas that wouldn't work as full songs, but work in little segments. The idea behind Butt Sex Goldilocks is simple. This butt sex is too hot, this butt sex is too cold, but this butt sex is just right. It's a very simple idea that makes me laugh every time I hear it. The reason that this ranks in so low on the list though is because of how short it is. Clocking in at only 37 seconds, the song is over before it really gets started. Even though it is so short, the laughs that I get from the song are too great for me to ignore. There is no official music video for Butt Sex Goldilocks, but there are some fan-made videos that do the song justice. Number 9. Danny Don't You Know. I was unsure of how NSP were going to sound after I found out that Tupperware Remix Party were going to be performing with them on their future releases. A lot of the charm of NSP's music for me was how the music was only used as a backing track for the comedic lyrics. With a polished band like Twerp coming in to help with instrumentation and production, the songs were going to have a lot more in them, which at the time I felt would take away from the lyrics. However, Danny Don't You Know is a perfect song to show that the lyrics of the song still reign supreme to NSP. Danny Don't You Know is the closest that NSP have come to a fully serious song, though it has a lot of comedic elements. The song is all about how it's okay to be yourself and that everything in your life will become clear if you give it enough time. It's strange to have a band like NSP sing a self-empowerment song, but it feels more genuine than songs by other artists, as NSP wouldn't be saying this unless they meant it. They are not the kind of band that would say something serious unless they were legit about it. I also love the whole 80s inspired instrumentation. Because of how good Twerp are, the music behind the lyrics always sounds great. A few highlights in the instrumentation is the switch to a faster pace after the second chorus, the guitar solo and reverb covered ending. The reason this song lands at number 9 is because of how new it is. It's only around a month old at the time of writing, but it will most likely get higher given time. Until then, number 9. Number 8. Samurai Abstinence Patrol. I remember the first time I heard this song, I didn't understand the joke behind it. I watched Game Grumps back in the day when it was Aaron and John. I knew JonTron from his videos and I only knew Aaron from Game Grumps as I'd never seen Egoraptor. I watched a little bit of their channel but fell out of touch with it. So when I heard Samurai Abstinence Patrol, I had no idea about the joke around Aaron Neverbone and Samurai Barry. Having since watched some Game Grumps, I can have a bit more of an appreciation for the song. The idea behind the song is that Aaron Neverbone and Samurai Barry are the complete opposite of Danny Sexbang and Ninja Brian. Aaron and Barry want to make sure that no one has sex before marriage, but Danny and Brian want everyone to bone freely. My favourite part of the song though has nothing to do with the main theme. My favourite part of the song is Danny trying to spell nomenclature. It's such a simple gag, but I always chuckle when I hear it. It lands at the number 8 because of that gag, but nothing else in the song really gets me laughing. Number 7. Let's Get This Terrible Party Started. This was at one point my least favourite song by NSP. I remember originally thinking that the song was boring and didn't have much comedy to it. I also wasn't a Game Grumps fan at that point, so I didn't get what was so important about John being in the video. I think that my mind has changed since then because I've been to some parties like this. A party that's so disappointing that you just want something to happen. I now think of those parties when I hear the song and it brings a smile to my face. It's just great to think about those parties that have been hyped up to you only for it to end up being a night where either no one came, people got too drunk and started acting like jackasses, or just didn't have anything going on. I also love the absurdity of Ninja Brian eventually blowing up everything with his mind. All that put together lands this song at number 7 on this list. Number 6. Dragon Slayer. Now we're getting into the really great NSP songs, and how about we start off this section of the list with one of the fan favourites. The main lyrical theme of this song is that Danny Sexbang is trying to impress a lady by showing her that all the other men who want to be with her pale in comparison to him. For example, the football player is inferior to Danny because he won the whole Super Bowl by himself. This all culminates in Danny saying that he slayed a dragon to seal the deal with his girl, even though slaying the dragon meant he had to miss his scheduled brunch. He tries to further convince her by taking the dragon with him, who turns out to be a man from the bus station in a dragon costume. This ultimately backfires on Danny as the girl ends up picking the football player. and the Scientist, and the Weightlifter, and the Dragon, and Ninja Brian, and the Manticore. The quality of this song comes in the theme. The idea is great and allows for countless jokes about the unrealistic things Danny can do that the other person can't. It also has a great resolution where the lady picks everyone but Danny. The song lands at number 6 only because I feel other songs are stronger with their themes. Just my opinion. Number 5, Unicorn Wizard. Unicorn Wizard seems to be a fan favourite and it's understandable how. The theme of this song is simple. Danny claims to be a crime-fighting superhero called the Unicorn Wizard, alongside his hellhounds Tinkles and Gary, and his sidekick Princess Handjob. This seems like a good time to explain the instrumentation of NSP. NSP sound like a homemade band, with very minimal production quality and the simplest instrumentation possible. The idea behind this is that the lyrics can shine through the music. This is the first example of a song that I prefer the instrumentation to than the lyrics. The main guitar could sound badass, but considering that it's surrounded by synthesizers and drum machines, it sounds like it's trying too hard to be badass, much like the Unicorn Wizard. The song is just extremely catchy. It's a song that's just pleasant to listen to, and I always chuckle at the ending where Danny wakes up from his dream where he's the Unicorn Wizard and his mother is having absolutely none of his shit. The song is definitely worthy of being a fan favourite, but other songs make me laugh more, so it lands at number 5. Number 4, Dinosaur Laser Fight. Dinosaur Laser Fight is perhaps the most absurd song that NSP has ever made. The song follows Danny and Brian teaching school kids about the greatest science lesson of all time, the science lesson about space roaming dinosaurs fighting and partying with lasers. It's the song that has the most random humour of any NSP song and is probably the best song to show a non-NSP fan to give them an idea of who NSP are. They're a weird, geeky, strange band that sole purpose is to make you laugh with their weird music. And while I am not using music videos as part of the criteria, Dinosaur Laser Fight is my favourite music video by NSP. There's a charm in the animation which follows the story of the song perfectly. I would quite like to see how they would have made this in live action though. The song's lyrics are great too. Personal favourites include a bunch of fucking aliens from Mars came riffing solos on V-neck guitars, and Tyrannosaurus then got pissed because his tiny wrist caused his i5 to miss and he was like fuck this. The song's ridiculous and fitting for number 4. Number 3, Party of 3. Party of 3 is all about that close bond that Ninja Brian and Danny Sexbang have. Basically, any lady that gets with Danny also has to deal with Ninja Brian and his countless murders. A lot of the early NSP music did deal with the close bond that the two have. It's not particularly clear why they're so close, but it seems that Brian is willing to hurt or kill Danny and Danny just doesn't want to get murdered, so maybe that's why they get along with each other. The song's theme lends itself to countless jokes about the pair's friendship and how close they are. It also seems to have Brian's highest kill count for any song, as he can't stop killing innocent bystanders in this song. After all, they did go to a party of 300 people and only 3 survived. The song also has one of the biggest tests for any NSP fan. Basically, if you can do the party of 3 rap without looking at the lyrics, then you can count yourself as a true NSP fan. And also, can we be truthful for a little bit? You look more beautiful than poetry can describe is a smooth pickup line. Number 2, Objects of Desire. So, remember the small tangent I went on in the intro of this video? Well, the first song I remember my friend playing on the piano was this one. I remember so clearly that I thought the song was silly until he sang the line, "I look deep into your vacuum's eyes and then was 69. I lost it at that moment and started laughing my ass off. I hadn't laughed like that at any of the Biscuit or JessTheNoob songs, but I laughed so hard at this one. I knew from that point on that we would be friends and that I'd be a huge NSP fan. Objects of Desire's theme is that Danny is in a serious relationship with this lady, but she gets put off after Danny admits that he's had sex with everything in the house. This was the first time I listened to a song by NSP, and it got real belly laughs from me. The only reason that I'm not putting the song at number 1 is that I feel there is one NSP song that combines a great theme with great comedy and ultimately makes me laugh more. Number 1, FYI I Wanna F Your A. FYI I Wanna F Your A is, in my opinion, the best Ninja Sex Party song. The reason that I enjoy this song is because of the lyrical theme. The theme is simple. Danny uses acronyms to explain to a lady that he wants to have sex with her. NSP use this idea to great effect as they not only come up with new acronyms for great comedy effect, but they also take well-known acronyms and subvert your expectations by giving them new meanings. Some great lines include RPG equaling really pound your groin, MSG equaling make sex gravy, and PTA equaling penis touching association. I feel that FYI Wanna F Your A is the ultimate example of NSP combining their smart mind for comedy with a catchy tune which sticks in your mind and allows for multiple plays. So that's my list. And I know that this list includes some surprises, but I feel that this represents the songs that I love by NSP really well. As stated earlier, I would love to know what you guys believe are the best NSP songs. I've been JD Music, and if you like this video, then please click the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to stay notified for upcoming releases. And as always, thank you for watching.